Leo, my lion. Here's your reading, Leo, for September 2020. Before we hop into your spread this month, and I want to go ahead and relate to you some astrological transits and events that are happening this month that I feel pertain to all of us as a collective and all Leos in just in general. But I want to also say if you are a Leo ascendant or a Leo rising, when I speak of the houses, this is really going to pertain to your birth chart and to the areas of life as to which this can affect you, Leo. Okay, or you can see this may manifest it. So Leo, on the second of this month, we're having a full moon in Pisces, and this is happening in your eighth house. So this full moon is activating an area of your life that has to do with like sharing, also resources, other people's resources, handling other people's money, mother-in-laws, father-in-laws, also to things coming to the surface that need to be viewed and need to be transcended and transformed, and need to just be viewed and looked at and handled. Also to the eighth house can speak of taxes. It can also speak of situations in your life that may need to be viewed or looked upon and possibly to be solved or come up with an answer in a very unconventional way through like a cult ism, you know what I mean? Like tarot and esoteric knowledge and spirituality and those types of way of just handling these things that come up in an unconventional way to solve them. Also, to Leo, on the ninth, we're having Mars is going retrograde in Aries. So this is happening in your ninth house, Leo. So the ninth house is of travel. The ninth house is also our belief systems, our how we view and see the world. Also like higher education as well. Just gaining knowledge of other people, places, and things, other religions, other cultures, things of this nature. So it's a little bit of like developing that information and perspective that is outside of our awareness through a higher perspective, let's say. Also, too, on the 12th, Jupiter is going direct in Capricorn. This is happening in your sixth house. So this is happening in your house of work, your house of health, of let's say they call the sixth house the house of our enemies, meaning those people, places, things that we feel we must prevail over. Also the sixth house can also speak of our daily schedules, the general everyday hustle and flow, of life. On the 17th, we're having a new moon in Virgo, and this is happening in your second house. So your second house of values, your second house of finances, your second house of the way that you value things, and the amount of information and attention that you place and importance that you place upon the things that are in your life that you consider valuable. And the second house can also speak of what happens, Leo, when those things as to which we place value in that are outside of ourselves, what happens or how do we feel about ourselves and our situation when those things they don't happen to be there, those people, places, and things that we place the value in. So just looking at your value systems, looking at self-worth, and also survival in a sense here. Also, lastly, here on the 29th, we're having Saturn is going direct in Capricorn. So this is also happening again in your sixth house. So your house of the everyday hustle and bustle and hustle and flow, house of the schedules, the running the kids to soccer practice, and making sure going to work, making sure that we get dinner ready, those types of situations. Also the sixth house of your health and of our enemies. All right, Leo. What I'm picking up psychically here, what I picked up psychically while meditating on your energy here, Leo. Interesting because two songs came up by CeeLo Green. The first one is one. I apologize, Leo. Came up from CeeLo Green. It's called "It's Okay," and then the other one is by a band called Ludo. It's called "Love Me Dead." Listen to those songs, Leo. I think that there's a couple messages in there for you. Also, Leo, I feel like this month psychically, I was picking up that you may kind of feel like it's a little bit difficult to kind of focus on things or to keep your focus, like kind of like maybe focusing your attention, intention, and like retention of information, of situations. For lack of a better word, it's kind of, you may feel this month a little bit, Leo, like kind of like scattered brain or have, a dose of that this month. Also, lastly, here's what came through psychically is the time 414 Leo came through for you as well. Okay, Leo, let's hop into your spread here. Leo, I feel that this month for September 2020, you feel, Leo, like it's like misguided, or you feel like something didn't go through or pan out the way that you thought it was going to, even though everything that was involved, people, places, and things that were involved, it seemed like everything was, like gonna be the way that it was supposed to be, I don't think that you placed too much of an expectation on this thing that kind of fell through or just didn't go as planned. Other people, I feel, situations were involved in this with you or are involved in this with you. So it's kind of like I feel like you held your end up of the deal, but other people, places, and things did not. And it was kind of like things just kind of went to the left a little bit. It was kind of like, whoa. Where what I'm trying to say here, Leo, is that their actions or their decisions, as an independent agent in a sense here, you have no control over that, so I feel, Leo, like it was kind of like you may be feeling this month like at the whims of someone's rod. It's kind of the best way I can kind of describe it here, right? Where either you feel misled, you feel kind of like, I just picked up, Leo, you may feel like a fool this month. Very interesting, Leo. But if that's the case for you, Leo, if you feel like a fool in terms of like being misled or tricked or misguided, Leo, situations happen in life, and especially when they're out of our control regarding like other people's influence, and we should never feel like a fool about situations like that, Leo, because one, especially if they're out of your, control or out of your delegation, let's not allow people, places, and things to have that much power over us or to give our power away to something that's outside of ourselves, Leo, because one, we immediately lose, in terms of the lesson or the challenge that or wisdom that could come from it. And also two, Leo, like nothing outside of yourself should never place so much worth or place so much water in, let's say, anything outside of yourself that overrides your own intuition, that overrides your own decisions and overrides your own conviction and belief systems. You know what I mean? Where like something or someone outside of yourself, that they have that much power control over you, where then it blocks you from being able to see your life in your favor. Leo. This month, Leo, I feel like you're walking away from, or you've experienced, like making a certain, having to make a decision, right? Where it's like I was saying earlier, you invested in this relationship, in this situation, this circumstance, whatever it may be, where you put your all into it, you've invested into it, you've made provisions of it or because of it as well, where it's kind of like it was a part of your happiness, it was a part of who you were, it was going to mold you and make you into like a better person, and just the other person, place, or thing just did not hold, like I said, their end up of the deal here. And things have come to light where deception could have been involved, but I feel like it's more of just like it's circumstantial, this other person, place, or things, actions and decisions kind of bled into how people and your family or your close people like view you. It can seem from like an outsider's point of view that you were involved in like complicit behavior in a sense here, or you approved or went along with like the second party's like abhorrent behavior or destruction, so I feel, Leo, that this is affecting in a sense here, or this is placing a damper upon like your soul resonance with the rest of your life and the rest of the world, and maybe your job, your family, whatever the case may be here, Leo. Like it's bled into a lot of areas of your life, and like I said, things have come to light, and I feel, Leo, that a lot of you may feel like during this time right now, like you've kind of invested a little bit too much in terms of like you're too far in it, whatever that is, to maybe like pull back now or pull away, or to, I just heard, jump ship, okay, from what's going on for you here, Leo. Time wasted is not effort wasted. There's no such thing in my perception and my perspective, Leo, of wasted time. One, time is, something we made up. Down here it's a third dimensional construct. Also, too, Leo, like time comes from experience in a sense here, right? Where experience and field experience is wisdom gained. It's not about what happened, Leo, and it's not about what was wasted, what should have been done, all that, Leo. What really counts through life and every experience, Leo, is the wisdom that you can extract from it. And that is timeless, and that is something you can't buy. So there's no such thing as wasted time, but there is in a sense, you're Leo, like, wasted wisdom in a sense where, when we go through an experience, Leo, and then we end up like not grasping or extracting the wisdom or learning our lesson or a challenge from that experience, and then we don't do anything with it, and then we, just that's kind of in a sense wasted potential wisdom in a sense here, you know what I mean, that you can apply to your life. So, in me saying all that, Leo, I just feel like, like this month I just got the word entrenched. So I feel like, Leo, like, maybe feeling a little bit entrenched right now. Some news has come up, things have come to light that really have kind of left you unsettled, in terms of your inner being and your resonance with yourself and with your with this relationship situation, whatever it may be. Leo, also I feel this month like you're walking into or you're experiencing um you got the Tower card here, Leo. Now when we say the Tower card, a lot of people throw a negative connotation to the Tower card. I don't think that it is a negative card at all. A Tower card is just change that's coming. It is kind of like, the rug has been kind of like, snatched from underneath your feet. However, Leo, the Tower card speaks of the universe stepping in, God stepping in, your guides, your divine guidance stepping in to relieve you of something, Leo. And usually, Leo, when the Tower card comes up, it can kind of and sometimes be indicative or emblematic, Leo, of us not wanting to make a decision, or us feeling like we are having trouble making a decision. So in a sense here, Leo, if we don't make a decision for whatever the case may be, the universe, God, your guidance, will make a decision for you. But one thing is always rest assured, Leo, that when this decision is made for you, it means that it is the best decision for you at your highest or upon your highest good. Now, through the process of it, it may not feel like that. However, at the end of the day, it is, and we can always trust that the universe is always conspiring in our favor. And, Leo, the universe will never conspire with our ego to offer us anything less than our divine destiny. Leo, so we can trust in that. Now, in me saying all that, Leo, this change that's coming up, this shift, that's coming up is, Leo, you may not want to express how you truly really feel to this person, place, or thing that you may be involved with or dealing with. It's almost, Leo, like you feel like hurt to the core or shook to the core, and it's almost like okay, it's almost, Leo, like you want to just keep it to yourself right now. And I also feel like you kind of are observing right now. You're trying to like catch up, I feel here, regarding like everything that kind of like transpired, all the hands in the cookie jar in a sense here, right? So you're looking at it and you're kind of like, okay, what do I kind of do here? You're trying to figure that part out, and that's okay. If you are in a space or you feel confused and don't know what to do, that's okay, Leo. When I say it's okay, meaning just because you're in a confused state and you don't really know what to do yet, is not a negative or a bad thing. As humans, Leo, we tend to put way too much pressure on ourselves and take life way too serious, where we feel like if we're confused or we don't have an answer or we don't know what to do, we feel like that is such a negative thing, and we usually attach fear to it, or we attach that there's something wrong with us. There's nothing wrong with us, Leo, if we're confused and don't know what to do. That's okay if you're in that space. Allow time for clarity to come, and it always does. I'm just feeling like with this shift and this change, that the universe is bringing you, Leo, it's just, you want to make sure that emotionally and spiritually you are more kind of level-headed in a sense here, to then talk or speak about how you feel about the situation. I think that is the most appropriate measure to take right now. I just picked up too, Leo, that this may remind you of like a past relationship, a past experience, maybe some childhood trauma coming up. You feeling not in control, Leo. Now, when I'm saying that, when I say you not feeling in control, meaning like when you feel like you are dragged into situations or you like are at the whims of circumstance, it kind of scares you. It brings up a trauma within you. It makes you feel like you don't have freedom, or you are being backed in a corner, or you're being forced to do something in a sense, or. And with that comes very much you're not able to express yourself, Leo. You're not able to live and operate through or by your or from your heart. When you're born under the zodiacal sign of Leo, you are here to express yourself and to use that light, Leo, being ruled by the sun, and to bring it to the world, and to not be afraid to express yourself. Because, Leo, at the end of the day, you really don't give a shit about what other people think. And that's cool. And we can all learn from that. And it's not that you don't give a shit, Leo, or you are arrogant about it. It's not what it is, Leo. What it is, it's that you're just not concerned about what other people think about you or what you're doing or what you're about to do before doing that thing. And that's a beautiful thing, Leo. Because if, Leo, you did care so much, before doing anything, you then wouldn't be able to creatively express yourself, which is the evolutionary intent of, the zodiac sign of Leo. Kind of went around the world with that one, but I hope that makes sense, Leo. But overall, I feel this month like, you're observing your emotions, you're observing things from an objective point of view, from like an outsider's perspective. You may feel, Leo, that things are kind of stagnant right now, but I feel like, through stagnancy, Leo, it's always divinely guided, and it is always there to allow us to heal and to really grasp or to take full spiritual and positive advantage of that time, to do introspection, to do inner work, and to really look at a situation from an outsider's perspective or with a neutral standpoint, so that then you, Leo, are able to then see the truth and the reality of the situation at hand, so that then what the best thing and the best decisions to make regarding moving forward, grasping the truth and the reality of the situation at hand, Leo. I want to pop out a card here for a message from your higher self, Leo. Okay? And I'm using the Divine Doors deck, but this is a message from your higher self, Leo. Let's see, okay? All right, Father God, what do we have for Leo's higher self? What's a message from Leo's higher self? Okay. Message says, Three-eyed raven, as sunrise hits upon the dew, a messenger raven calls out with news. Prepare for the unexpected. All right, Leo, I'm kind of feeling, I don't want to comment too much on this message from your higher self, and I feel like that's the Tower card. The universe making the best decision for your highest good. It's always going to be in your favor, Leo. Any other information that you may need, I'm pretty sure you can find it in the description box below regarding services and everything of the sort. And we'll see you next month, hopefully, Leo. And as always, God bless, Leo, and love and light.